China has pledged $15 million directly to the Palestinians in aid money. The Palestinian Fund is just a sliver of a larger aid package worth $23 billion that's going to Arab states for economic development. China says the money must be used for projects that will hire a lot of workers and have a positive social impact in the Arab world. But their statement was very short on specific details. Last year, trade between China and the Arab communities grew to 12% to an estimated $191 billion annually.
China will provide $15 million in aid for Palestine to support the development of its economy and improve its people's livelihoods. China will also provide emergency humanitarian aid for Palestine. We call on all relevant sides to respect international consensus and deal with the relevant Palestine issue in a just manner. Do not directly bring more conflict to the region.
With me in studio, I have our economy correspondent, Westropp-Evans, also Middle East correspondent, Emily Rose. Emily, let me start with you. This appears to be a sign, a clear signal that President Xi Jinping wants to have a bigger role, a bigger impact in the Middle East. Why? And is this money going to help do that?
I don't think that it's a coincidence that we just saw a special U.S. delegation come to this region. We were all waiting with bated breath to see a so-called plan of the century that would perhaps bring some sort of reconciliation between the Palestinians and the Israelis. And we didn't see that plan be put forth yet on the table. Perhaps we're still waiting, but here we see hints from China that this could be on the horizon. We also know that in that meeting, it was hinted that there would be some kind of conference that would perhaps bring a durable two-state solution between the Israelis and the Palestinians. So perhaps as we see the U.S. taking a step back in tandem, we see China taking a step forward.
Is it infrastructure? Is it education, business? I mean, this money, it doesn't seem to be earmarked for something very specific, perhaps intentionally so.
The answer here is all of the above, but we do know that some of this is going to UNRWA, that United Nations body that is responsible for providing relief to Palestinian refugees. And we do know that that money was slashed from the United States earlier in the administration. And perhaps we're seeing that China is filling that void. But we also know that it's going towards infrastructure, other types of planning, and not just to the Palestinians, but to the entire region, other Arab states, Yemen, Syria, Saudi Arabia. So yes, trying to put a strong input and plant within the Middle East and other Arab states.
A lot of money, as you mentioned, perhaps not such a coincidence when the timing was announced.